Round one for the 2022 NFL Draft is in the books, and Joe Douglas put on an absolute masterclass. Let's go ahead and let's get after it. Before I get into the video, if I could get you to please hit up the like button, and if you're new here and you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I want to let you know we're going to be live streaming again tonight, rounds 2 and 3. I'm going to be joined by James Wighouse from Jets X Factor, and we're going to be discussing all of our reactions from round 1 and our live reactions for round 2 and round 3. Hope you consider joining us. The link for that stream will be in the description. The overall feeling that I had last night, and now that I've had some hours to sleep and process everything that transpired last night, I feel like this was a hell of a first round haul for the New York Jets. You know, you go online and you read, and there's a lot of people saying that the Jets absolutely dominated round 1. Certainly having 3 picks helps that matter, but I think that the idea here is that they landed 3 key positions of need, and they landed really good football players. And when we took Sauce Gardner at number 4 overall, I was elated. I thought that was a great pick. And, you know, the Jets essentially said no thank you to Kayvon Thibodeaux, which was being reported prior to the draft, that the Jets were going to pass on him. So I was already kind of prepared for that to happen, and I expected that the pick would be either Sauce Gardner or Thibodeaux. And again, very, very excited about having him on this football team. I think that he gives us a guy that truly can match up and play against some really damn good wide receivers, not only in the AFC East, but in the AFC Conference. There's just some really, really good football players that we are going to have to be able to cover on the back end of the defense. And I said it live on our live stream. I said that after the Sauce pick, and it was immediately after, I said the Jets are going to make a move. They're going to trade up and land an edge. And they did that. They land Jermaine Johnson. He fell dramatically farther than what I think a lot of people had expected. And, even prior to the pre-draft process, people were suggesting that he was a late first, early second round pick. But he had a hell of a pre-draft process. Great Senior Bowl. Excellent scouting combine. He interviewed well. The Jets certainly loved this guy, and they loved him so much that they were actually considering trading up starting at pick 15. So they waited a long time to make this move, or they were trying to get this move done. Jermaine Johnson is a hell of a grab, and again, if you read all of the reportings, there are some people that really loved Thibodeaux. There are some people that really loved Jermaine Johnson. And the people that love JJ think that he could be better than Kayvon Thibodeaux. And we land him at number 26 overall. I'm so excited about, and I talked about it in the live stream last night, combining the cornerback, the strong cornerback that can hold up against anybody in the NFL. And that's the expectation, is that he is going to become an elite cornerback. And then comboing that with a pass rush that is hellacious. Carl Lawson, Quinnen Williams, now Jermaine Johnson the second. You can throw in, Jonathan Franklin Myers into that conversation. We need these guys to burn on the pass rush, and that's what's going to make this Sauce Gardner pick even better, is if we get the pass rush burning. So love, love, love the emphasis on defense in round 1. I thought that was what they were going to do, and they went ahead and they did it. So I'm so, so excited about defense moving forward, and I can't wait to see what they do in rounds 2 and rounds 3 tonight to even further the improvement that we're going to see in 2022 defensively. And then how could we not be excited about the idea of landing potentially wide receiver 1 in the 2022 draft class? He was the second wide receiver taken, but I had said it all along, a scheme dream. This guy fits our scheme to a T, and I'm talking, of course, about Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. This is going to be a really, really exciting pairing, Wilson to Wilson, and you flip on the film of Garrett Wilson, and you cannot help yourself but be impressed by his overall game. This is not a one-trick guy. He's not like Drake London in the sense that he's only going to be, or predominantly going to be, a contested catch guy. He is not just a speed guy, although he does have great speed. He's not just a speed guy that's going to go down the football field and try to excel in deep routes, in deep route concepts. He can do everything. He can play at every level of the field. He can run routes. He can catch the football. He can go up and grab the football. I think that he is overall one of the best wide receivers in this class, if not the best. And so we talked a lot about it this offseason. The Jets need to go and get that wide receiver one, and I'm going to stand firm on what I've been saying. I still would have preferred to potentially trade for a true veteran wide receiver like a Deebo Samuel, like an A.J. Brown. But it's hard to be mad at the New York Jets for getting one of the best wide receivers in the class and financially saving a ton of money. And if you were one of those people that was against the trade for the veteran wide receiver, it's I think it was something like they're saving about half the money, if not more, in this move. So it's going to help Zach Wilson in the short and hopefully the long term, and it's certainly going to help this offense to score more points. You're taking a look at the lineup for the New York Jets. How are you not getting fired up? Becton, Fant, McGovern at center, AVT, Laken Tomlinson, our offensive line. I said it early in the offseason, and I've been saying it. Our offensive line now, the starting unit is set up. Now it's time to go ahead and address the offensive line in the mid-rounds and in free agency. Tight ends, Conklin, Uzama. They're going to probably take a tight end on day 3 of the NFL draft, so we're going to have even more depth at tight end. They're likely going to take a running back as well. I wouldn't rule that out. They are going to look for running backs, I think, to address, a complement for Michael Carter. So excited about the prospects of what this first round could be. And I sent out a tweet. It could be one of the best first rounds, if not the best, in Jets history. That's how confident I am in the players that we selected, and that's how excited I am, and I hope you guys are too. So now let's transfer and let's talk a little bit about tonight. What do I want to see the Jets do at pick 38? And I believe it's pick 101. When we traded up for Jermaine Johnson, we did trade back from 69 in the 3rd round. So holding these 2 picks at 38, do they consider trading back with 38 to maybe recoup with the trade up for Jermaine Johnson? I personally don't want them to do that. I do want them to stick and pick at 38. There's going to be some really good football players. If we're talking about safety, Jaquan Brisker is still available. Jalen Pitre out of Baylor is still available. If we're talking about linebackers, Nakobe Dean out of Georgia, which, by the way, is the guy that I am coveting right now. If he's there at 38, slam dunk, turn the card in, make Nakobe Dean, and we would have now, basically 3 first-round talents at every level of the defense with Sauce Gardner, Nakobe Dean, and Jermaine Johnson. I think that would be unbelievable. Chad Muma could be in the conversation at linebacker. Christian Harris out of Alabama could be in the conversation. Some of you want a defensive tackle. Perion Winfrey, Travis Jones. These are some names that are still there on the board for the New York Jets. And so I've even heard people mention Breece Hall. I'm gonna be real with you. I do not want to see us take a running back in round 2. I don't think that's the best value. I think the better value is still to wait until round 4 or 5 to get a compliment for Michael Carter. If you're one of those people that suggests Breece Hall is just too good to pass up, you could be right. But again, I'm still looking at other positions and other players. Give me Dean. And honestly, another thing I'm going to throw out there is edge, guys. I wouldn't rule it out. The Jets could still look to add another edge threat. Arnold Ebiketie out of Penn State is available. They've got Boye Mafe is sitting there as well. I'm okay with going and getting another edge and, and further, just increasing the depth of this defense. I think it's very, very important. I know this is a long video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think about day 1 and what are some of your expectations for day 2 for the New York Jets. Again, hope to see you in the stream tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.